Welcome back, focused learners. Today, we're digging into The Three Owners, a lesson in censorship resistance. And I've got to tell you, this one completely rewired how I think about digital assets. We are going to challenge the very core of what it actually means to own something. Right out of the gate, let's set the stage. This is actually a special supplementary explainer to our previous deep dive, episode 12 on censorship resistance. We're taking all that high-level theory and dragging it right down to reality to summarize the three distinct levels of ownership. Seriously, if you've ever stared at a balance on your screen and thought, yep, that's mine, you are definitely going to want to hear this. To do this, we're pulling from a really brilliant source document. It's essentially a short educational screenplay, and it sets up this amazing simulation. We follow an AI named BitDraw, who runs the whole thing, a super curious learner named Alicesa, and a guide, Satoshi, who helps her and us really see right through the illusions of our modern financial system. So let's jump in right where Alicesa starts. I want you to honestly think about this question for a second. If three entirely different accounts show the exact same balance, let's just say they all show you have exactly 1 million baht. Do you own them all equally? I mean, Alicesa jumps right to yes. The numbers are identical, so the ownership must be identical, right? Well, Satoshi steps in here to correct her, and this is where the simulation kicks into high gear. Okay, let's break down the actual setup. Imagine 3 safety boxes. Every single one displays that exact same balance, 1 million bahts. But Satoshi tells Alicesa, hey, don't look at the number. Look at who actually holds the key. For the bank deposit, that key is sitting with the bank manager. For the crypto exchange, the exchange company is holding it. It is literally only the third box, the self-custody box, where you, the user, hold the actual key. The numbers are identical across the board, but the command rights, completely different. Which brings us to, honestly, one of the most powerful quotes from Satoshi in this whole text. Balance is just an image. Control is reality. Just let that sink in for a second. Those numbers on your banking app or your crypto dashboard, they're just pixels. It's just an image. The true underlying reality of that money is entirely dictated by who holds the ultimate control, who actually possesses the cryptographic or legal key to move or freeze those funds. All right, let's move into the next phase, the emergency freeze simulation. So, the AI, BitDraw, basically smashes the big red stop button on all 3 boxes at the exact same time. And the contrast here is just wild. The first 2 boxes immediately lock the user out. The bank NPC chimes in saying the account is temporarily suspended for an audit, demanding you bring paperwork to a branch. The exchange NPC suspends withdrawals for system updates and risk checks. Alisa's freaking out like, but that's my money. But that third box, the self-custody one, when the system tries to freeze it, it just throws an error. No central freeze function found. It is completely immune. Now, the absolutely crucial thing here is understanding why those first 2 boxes could be frozen so easily. Satoshi breaks down the harsh reality of accounting for us. When you deposit cash in a bank or leave your crypto on an exchange, you aren't actually holding your money. You become a creditor. You're just holding a promise, an IOU, that the company's going to pay you back when you ask. But since they hold the keys, they can just pause that promise whenever they want. It's not actually your asset you control, it's just their promise to return it. But then on the flip side, you have the decentralized resilience of that third box. Alicesa finally clicks with the fact that because she holds the key herself, there is literally no central company standing in the middle to flip the off switch. Satoshi confirms this. As long as you don't lose your key and you don't hand it over to anyone else, no external authority can freeze your assets. That, right there, is censorship resistance in practice. So, let's pull this all together. Here are the 3 levels of ownership. Let's break them down. Level 1 is the claim holder. Think of a standard bank deposit. You have a legal claim, sure, but the bank holds total control. Level 2 is the custodial user. That's your crypto exchange. You're paying someone else to hold the keys for you. And level 3, that is the sovereign owner. True self-custody. You hold the keys, so you hold absolute power. Now, Alicesa sees this and immediately wants to be a level 3 owner. But it's not quite a walk in the park. Satoshi hits her with a pretty massive reality check. Freedom, he points out, is not automatic, and it's definitely not for everyone. When you are the one holding the keys, you carry the entire weight of that responsibility.
If you lose the key, if somebody steals it, or if you just store it badly, there is no forgot password link. There's no customer service hotline to call so they can roll back time. True ownership means absolute, unforgiving responsibility. And the screenplay actually ends on this hilariously terrifying note. Elisa suddenly goes ghost pale, starts frantically patting her pockets and yells, "Wait, where did I put my seed freeze notebook?" You know, the physical backup of her master key. And the AI just cheerfully announces they're entering the field training phase of censorship resistance. It's a funny little twist, but it hits the nail on the head. Once you're a sovereign owner, your absolute biggest threat usually isn't a government or a bank. It's your own potential negligence. So, I want to leave you with this final thought straight from the source. The balance on the screen tells you how much you have. The key tells you who has the power. Are you just looking at an image, or do you hold the reality? Take a hard look at your own digital life this week and ask yourself, what level of ownership do you actually have? Thanks for hanging out with me today, Focus Learners. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.